to talk about a new deck in my collection, the Doodle Tarot, a study deck for beginners by MK Holloway. This is a deck that I backed on Kickstarter and recently received, and I wanted to give it a little review. The neat thing about this is the theme of the composition notebook, but with the little mystical, esoteric doodles worked in. Even the guidebook carries on that theme. This is a pretty simple, straightforward guidebook. There aren't any images, it's just the text. Okay. This particular edition comes with this card. I don't think any future editions or printings will have this card with it. So if you get this deck, and you still can get this deck, MK Holloway did say that they ordered more decks than were required to fulfill the pledges, and so I will leave information on where you can find this deck down in the description box below if it interests you. Now, the cool thing about this deck is the cartoony style. Plus, if you are a fairly new reader, it has the keywords for both upright and reverse meanings. But if you are a seasoned reader and you don't need or want these, you could trim off the keywords. The backs are designed so that trimming off the keywords at the bottom won't destroy the integrity of the background image, and you're still left with the full artwork. The deck will be a little smaller, but it will still look basically the same on the back. So the art style is whimsical, simplistic. I mean, it is called the Doodle Tarot, and the vibe is cheerful. Like, look at this death card. It's kind of hard to be frightened or intimidated by a death that looks like this image of death. Okay. Even cards like these. And here we have a super cheerful sun card. This pretty much is a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It does put its own spin on the imagery, such as putting band-aids on the Three of Swords. But overall, if you are familiar with the Rider-Waite system, you're going to be able to read these cards easily. And conversely, if you are new to reading tarot, you can pick up this deck, learn the keywords, learn the imagery, and transfer easily to any other Rider-Waite-Smith deck or Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It's going to be familiar enough that you can just transfer over. I haven't worked much with this deck yet, because it's still October when I'm filming this, and I'm working with the Halloweenish spooky decks. But once October is over, I plan to try this one out. Okay. Overall, though, I really like this deck. I don't think it would be one that I go to for deep, insightful shadow work, but I think it would be one that I could use for reading for other people, for daily pulls, for studying. And actually, this is the card that made me decide to back the deck. I saw this and I saw the image of her with her boobs out and her going, yay, boobs, and the little guy with his little eggplant, and it just made me laugh. So I really wanted the deck after that. It just seeing this, I had seen other images of the cards in the Kickstarter page, and you know, I thought, oh, this is cute, and then I got to this and I just cackled over it. And so that's what this is literally what made me decide I need this deck. Was this appealed to my inner 12-year-old for some reason. And so overall, I'm glad I did. As you can see with the Ace cards, there is some attempt at representation and diversity. Although the Doodle figures themselves do tend to be pretty palm colored. And they look predominantly male. So again, that's kind of a reflection of the RWS system. This is also a cute card. The Seven of Swords, the little guy with the thief's mask. But there is some diversity in here. But really, this is exactly as advertised. It is a cute, whimsical doodle art tarot that is meant to help you learn and study the tarot and familiarize yourself with it if you're a beginner, or learn more about it if you're already into it and wanting something that helps you solidify your understanding of the meaning of the cards, or if you just want a cute refresher deck if you're an old hand at tarot. And like I said, this is an easily modifiable deck. The edges are black, so you don't have to edge them yourself, but if you don't need or want the keywords, they are uniform. Okay, so if you cut them off at this black line on every single card, it's going to be in the same place, and you're going to have an even sized deck of cards still. And like I said, it will not hurt the background imagery at all. So overall, fun deck, and I am very much looking forward to working with it.